Your phone can either spike your anxiety and your stress level in a split second, or if you're careful and you follow these tips, it can uplift you and make you feel better for the whole rest of your day. Stay tuned, and I'm going to show you exactly how to have stress relief at your fingertips. Hey ladies, Lacey Busse here. I am a busy working mom. I've got 2 kids, and I created Working Moms Reduce Stress because I love teaching other moms how to alleviate stress, how to slow down and just enjoy your time with your family and carve out time for yourself. So, if you want to feel less stressed, have more mental energy, and just feel that fog be lifted from your brain, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click that bell for notifications, because I have so many tips and tricks that you are not going to want to miss. All right? Let's jump into today's episode. Okay, so I love starting all of my videos out with why. Like, why is this topic important? Why do I want to watch this? How is it going to help me alleviate stress? So, okay, if you think about it, if you've ever been on Facebook and you're scrolling and all of a sudden you see something like an obituary, right? And you click on it and you're like, oh, well, I wonder what happened or whatever. And you click into the obituary and your mood and your energy and everything goes from up here, all of a sudden, it just drops. And it's like an emotional rabbit hole, right? Well, I want to teach you guys apps that you can use so that you have stress relief at your fingertips instead of going down those emotional rabbit holes. I don't want it to be that you pick up your phone with really good energy and you're feeling really good, and then all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, I mean, it happens so fast, you just kind of just feel down in the dumps and it's just like deflated, right? Like you just all of a sudden like, so with these 5 apps that I'm going to teach you about, oh my goodness, they are awesome and they're going to uplift you instead of making you feel like crap. So I also am going to include at the end how to tweak Facebook so that you actually can make it be something that's uplifting instead of being super drama filled. All right, so let's dive in. Here are my 5 favorite uplifting apps. The first one that I'm going to cover is the best one. I'm gonna just go gung-ho and start out with my absolute favorite one for alleviating stress. It is called Calm. It's a free app. It is absolutely amazing. There are different things inside the app that you can unlock so you can pay for them and actually, utilize those areas. I have not paid for anything and I absolutely love it. I've gotten so much value out of it, and there's 3 different areas in the app. There's music, meditate, and sleep. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys a question though. I want you to comment in the comments with, what do you think of when you think of meditation? You think it's weird? Like, do you think, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to sit still? I don't have time to meditate. Like, what do you think of? I really, really want to know, because my thoughts on meditation have changed over time. Okay, so I used to think you had to sit there and go, yeah, you don't. Not even a little bit. You don't even have to have it be totally quiet. There's so many less rules to meditation than I ever thought, okay? So in that meditate area of Calm, there's actually guided meditations. So it's really, really nice because I've got umpteen million squirrels going on in my brain. They're just going pew, 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 thoughts all over the place. You think of like the internet, and I've got like 15 million tabs going all at once. That's what's going on in my brain. And I know it's what's going on inside your brain too, right? So guided meditation has been amazing for me, okay? There's one on there, it's a series, it's called 7 Days of Calm, and it's amazing. I didn't even do it 7 days in a row. I just I kind of started to be more in tune with my stress level, and I realized I'm like, okay, when I get super stressed and I'm overwhelmed, just turn it on. It's 10 minutes, okay? You're gonna hear me say this a lot, but don't tell me you don't have time, okay? I'm not usually a tough love kind of a person, but when it comes to this, I'm going to be completely upfront and honest with you guys. We're talking about your life here, okay? Take 10 minutes. It's going to affect the entire rest of your day. Either way, right? If you don't take those 10 minutes, you're going to be stressed out and crabby and overwhelmed and anxious. If you take those 10 minutes, chances are you're going to feel a lot better for the rest of the day. Okay? So carve out those 10 minutes. It's 7 days of calm is the area within the meditation tab of the Calm app. Okay? There's also a sleep area, so they have sleep stories. If you have trouble falling asleep, then you can listen to that, and I haven't actually experimented with that because I don't have problems falling asleep. I'm just like, I'm out usually. But when I was struggling with anxiety a lot, I did have a hard time falling asleep, and I think that would have been helpful. In the music area, there's one area, and it's called Pushing the Senses. And it's for relaxation, but I was listening to it and I'm like, I could definitely see this helping me to focus as far as getting work done. Okay? So there is a ton of different aspects to it, but I'm seriously curious what you guys think of meditation. Okay? Do you think that guided meditation would help? For me, I have a really hard time sitting still and not thinking about anything. So I'll get more into meditation later if you guys want to know more about it. But for right now, I'd love to hear your opinion on it because I definitely thought that it was really weird and out there and that kind of stuff, kind of hippie-ish, before I dove into it and started learning more. So my first favorite app is Calm. Let's go on to number 2, okay? Okay, so apps number 2 and 3 on my list of favorite 5, they're very related, okay? They're both devotional apps, and the first one is Jesus Calling. The second one is called First 5. So I like both of them, but they each have an aspect to them that I like the best. So I'm going to explain to you guys what I like the best about each of them. Now, the Jesus Calling app, it's short. I absolutely love that part of it because I don't always relate to scripture all that well. I need it applied to my own life in order for me to actually understand it. Like in church when you have the scripture reading and then the sermon. The scripture reading, often I try so hard to understand it, but it doesn't really sink in until the sermon, when it's put in layman's terms and I'm like, oh my gosh, that totally relates to my life. So the Jesus Calling app, I feel does that really well for me. Also, one other aspect of it that I really, really like is that it speaks in that Jesus is talking to you. Okay, so, instead of saying walk with Jesus on your day today or throughout your day today, it says, remember to walk with me throughout your day today. So it just feels like Jesus is actually talking to you. It's really cool. So that one I don't think is free. I bought it a long time ago. I got it, I should say, a long time ago. I'm pretty sure it was like $10. It was more than worth it, okay? So I look at it and I think it's so funny because I'm like, oh, an app costs money, I'm not gonna get it. But yet I'll go to like a bookstore and I'll buy a devotional or I'll buy a book, and I'll pay for that. It doesn't make sense to me. It's so funny how I have it like ingrained in my head that apps have to be free. Anyways, the First 5 app, that one takes a longer time for me. Like I actually have to allocate even more than 5 minutes, but there's parts of it that I really do like and it makes it worth that time investment. Okay, so it actually has 5 different parts. It starts with a scripture right on the top, and then it goes into a real life scenario. So like, for example, one of them that I was reading, it goes into how they have a family member who is really struggling with addiction, and how it almost feels like they've made so many bad choices that they're beyond hope. They're beyond repair. And the whole moral of the story is that you're never beyond hope. Like, God just reaches all of us. So it was really kind of neat. But within that real life area, they start with real life and then they kind of merge the two together. Okay, so they talk about scripture and they talk about real life. Then they actually have a sample prayer, which I really, really like that aspect to it. I like reading it and then kind of just putting it into my own terms, my own words, and having that little conversation with God. Then there's more moments. So if you want to actually dive in deeper, you just click on there and you can get even deeper into it. My favorite part about it, though, you guys know I absolutely love a good worksheet, like something that's step by step by step that can walk me through it. They end with something called My Moment. So it asks you a question and you answer that question. So it's almost like taking everything that you just read and applying it to your life, okay? You can learn all you want. If you don't ever apply stuff, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy. So I really like that aspect to it. All right, on to number 4, let's go. Okay, so my number 4 app, most likely you already have it on your phone. It's Pinterest. Now, you might be thinking, okay, how is Pinterest going to alleviate my stress? I'm just going to add that many more recipes to my board and feel that much more overwhelmed? No, that's not what I mean. What I do for using Pinterest to alleviate my stress is that a lot of times when I'm struggling with something, I feel like I'm all alone. Like I'm the only one in the whole world who's struggling with this. And you guys, duh, that's not logical. But a lot of times we're not logical, right? So, hashtag we're not logical. Anyways, what I do is I look up on Pinterest what I'm struggling with and finding different blog posts of people who are struggling with the same thing or used to be struggling with the same thing. It gives me that sense of, I'm not alone. And that in and of itself alleviates a lot of stress. Above and beyond that, a lot of times those blog posts include how they got through that struggle. So I can take that, I can learn it, and I can implement it into my life so that it helps me to get through that struggle as well. All right? So, number 5 app that is my favorite for alleviating stress is games. Everybody has different games on their phone that are fun to them, okay? A couple of my favorites, I loved Farmville, but I needed to stop playing it because I was getting like really addicted to it. So it was no longer alleviating stress. It was like, I gotta get to my phone all the time. We don't want that. But a new one actually that I came across, my mom introduced it to me, is called Seeker's Notes. Oh my goodness, it's so much fun. There's like search and find where you go to like different locations and you find different objects. There's one area that's kind of like Candy Crush called Treasure Box, but it's kind of like Candy Crush where you flip stuff and make, rows of 3 green dots or whatever. And then there's like a memory area. And there's just so much to it, but yet it's really fun. So that has been a huge stress reliever for me. If you guys like doing Sudoku, or if, whatever it is, whatever game you like, download it on your phone, okay? And it can just be, even if you're on your lunch break and you just need one of those brainless moments, where, okay, I just need 5 minutes. It's a brain break, right? I just need 5 minutes to just not even really think. It really kind of helps to, if you want to be on your phone, just have something right at your fingertips that's really fun to play. Okay, so those are my 5. I'm going to recap for you real quick. We have, number 1 is the Calm app. This one definitely is the most uplifting, for me at least. Jesus Calling, First 5, Pinterest, and whatever your game of choice is. All right, so as I promised you, I'm going to dive in just a little bit, give you a little mini Facebook algorithm lesson so that you don't go down that emotional rabbit hole anymore. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so this is the last section of the video. This one got a little bit longer than I like, and I'm sorry about that, but hopefully you can soak it all in and have that stress relief right there at your fingertips instead of having your phone be something that spikes your anxiety and increases your stress, okay? So I know a lot of us are on Facebook, okay? Depending upon your friend circle, there might be a lot of drama on Facebook. And I don't know about you, but I love living in my own little like drama-free bubble. Like I don't want drama. Even when I was at work, everybody knew if you're going to talk crap about somebody, go in somebody else's office. I don't want to hear it. So, in today's freebie, I'm so excited for this one. I'm going to teach you step by step how to take your news feed from where it is, probably stressful and emotional and, draining on your energy, to being something that's super uplifting. I'm going to teach you how to customize your news feed, change little settings within Facebook so that you actually see stuff that lifts you up. Okay? A little bit about Facebook's algorithm, which isn't actually in the freebie, okay? But a little bit about Facebook's algorithm is that the things that you like, comment, share are going to be the things that they show you more of, okay? So for example, I seem to gravitate more towards pictures than videos. My husband gravitates more towards videos. He loves watching different videos on Facebook. So Facebook shows him a lot more videos in his newsfeed. Shows me a lot more pictures in my newsfeed. It also does that with people, okay? If you tend to like and comment on certain people's stuff, they take that as, oh, this person really likes to see this person's post. So they will show you a lot more of their posts. Okay, so that's just a little bit of the Facebook algorithm. You can get more though in that freebie. How do you get your hands on the freebie, right? Go to www.laceybusse.com/mom1download. Okay, so just the number 1. So again, that's laceybusse.com/mom1download. Okay? You can find all of today's show notes at laceybusse.com/mom1. And I will also have the link to the freebie within those show notes. All right? I hope you guys really got a lot of value out of this. If you did, friends who care, share. Share it with your other mom friends, okay? I want to reach as many people as I possibly can because we all deserve to live lives that are slower, that are stress-free, or stress-less at least. And we just deserve to be able to enjoy time for our family and time for ourselves, okay? So share this video. Also, don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell. That way you don't miss out on anything. I will see you guys next week. Have a great day. Bye.